Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome to the fourth practice in our Listen series. Today's practice will be about listening to our guts. It is a yin practice focused on the spleen and stomach meridians. There's no special equipment required. However, there are a few kneeling postures. So if you'd like to get a towel or a blanket to pad the knees to give you a little bit of extra comfort, you can recruit that now. Of course, if you would like a block or a cushion to sit up on as we begin, you can collect that as well. Find a comfortable seat of your choosing, stacking your head over your heart and your heart over your head, gently tucking your chin and allowing yourself a few moments to arrive. You may choose to soften your gaze or close your eyes. Drawing our hands to our belly. Let's begin to notice our breath. Notice if your hands move as you breathe. Notice if your belly rises on your inhales. Notice if your belly falls on your exhales. Just noticing at first, taking stock and getting a sense of where your baseline is. There's a great deal of variety in how we all breathe. So you might find that your belly doesn't move that much when you breathe. That's okay. You might find your belly moves a lot when you breathe. That's okay too. Just taking stock, finding out what our baseline is. Noting your observations. Let's begin to breathe with the intention of breathing into our hands. Inhaling deeply, feeling your belly expand against your palms. As you exhale, notice your belly softens. Inhale into your palms. Exhale, releasing the breath. Take a few rounds of breath here, breathing into your palms. releasing that intention, releasing your palms from your belly. Let's move any props we're seated on to one side and come to a tabletop position with our knees on any supports we might be using. Finding a tall spine, length from crown to tail. Let's take our knees wide and bring our big toes to touch. Drawing our left hand just inside the edge of our space. Taking our right hand to our left wrist, tracing across our body, reaching skyward, and then threading our right arm underneath our left, coming into a wide-kneed child's pose twist. Adjust your head and neck here so you feel comfortable. You can use your left palm to press away from the earth. Drawing back through the right hip crease. Staying connected through the tops of the feet. Breathe deeply into the low belly. Breathing into where your hands were resting a few moments ago. Gently pressing into the left palm, slowly unravel, reaching your right fingers towards the sky. Inhale to find extension as you reach skyward. Exhale, take the right palm to the earth just inside the edge of your space. Taking the left palm to the right wrist now. Trace across your body, reaching for the sky. And then thread the needle, left arm coming underneath the right. Drawing back through the left hip crease, maintaining that connection with the earth through the tops of the feet. Breathe deeply into the belly here. Gently pressing out of the right palm, unfurl, reaching the left fingers towards the sky. Bringing the left palm back to the earth, walking the hands forward and bringing the knees underneath the hip points. Extending the right leg out behind you, your toes curled under, sighing back and forth a little, stretching through the calf. Draw your right knee up, place your right foot on the earth in between your palms, coming into dragon pose. You can walk your right foot forward a little bit or walk your left knee back if you would like to increase the sensation of stretch. You can choose to keep your palms on the outside, on either side of your right foot, or you can bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Perhaps resting your palms on the earth here, finding length through the crown. Depending on the space in your body, you might choose to lower to your elbows here. You can also rest on knuckles if you like. Staying connected through the top of that left foot. Sinking in to the hips. Breathing deeply into the low belly. Drawing your right foot back to center and your left palm to the outside of your right foot. Bring your left, or your right knee rather, back to the earth, coming back into that tabletop position. Extend your left leg out with the toes curled under. Saw back and forth a little, stretching through the calf and the foot. Exhaling to draw the left foot up between your palms now. You can choose to keep your left palm on the outside of your left foot here, or you can bring your hand to rest on the inside, taking your left foot a little bit wider, perhaps turning the toes out a little. If you would like a little more sensation, you can walk your right knee back a little or walk your left foot forward a little. Finding extension through the crown here. Resting your palms on the earth, or perhaps knuckles on the earth, or perhaps you come to rest in your elbows. Find the dragon's pose variation that works in your body today. Breathe deeply into the low belly. Drawing your left foot back to center and your left knee back to the earth, coming back into that tabletop position. Pressing away from the earth and finding length through the crown. Walking your knees back just a little. Walking your palms forward. Come to lie on your belly for Sphinx pose. You can choose to rest your elbows on the earth just in front of your shoulders, with your palms connecting to the earth, fingers splayed. You can choose to take your elbows a little wider with your palms touching, elbows further away from your shoulders will reduce the back bend. The closer they are to your shoulders, the greater the back bend. If you like, you can also take your elbows quite wide, resting your palms on top of each other, maintaining extension through the crown, or you can choose to bow your head. So finding the level of back bend that feels good in your body today without any compression through the back. Breathing deeply into the low belly. Maintaining that awareness of how your body is experiencing the posture. Listening to your gut here. Taking the elbows wide, stacking the palms, releasing your forehead to your hands. Gently shake the hips side to side, releasing the low back. And drawing your palms underneath your shoulders, gently pressing back up. Swinging the legs to one side and coming to sit with your legs wide in a V shape. Toes pointed towards the sky and flexed. Gentle bend in your knees. You can move the fleshy part of your buttocks to one side. Finding tall spine here. Perhaps this is where you feel a sensation of stretch and opening through the insides of the thighs. If you would like to experience more sensation, perhaps you place your palms on the earth or walk your palms forward or place your elbows on the earth. You can round your spine and bow your head here, keeping space across the collarbone so you can breathe. Releasing the flexion in the feet here, allowing them to soften. Breathing deeply here and being attentive to what your body is experiencing. We're looking for a dull stretch, sensation of opening, with no pain or numbness or tingling. If you experience any negative sensations, you can gently back out of the posture. Drawing navel to spine, slowly walk your palms back and roll up to a tall spine. Placing your left hand underneath your left knee, lift it up and place your foot on the earth. Right hand under right knee, lift it up and place your left knee on the earth. And then hooking your elbows around your knees, gently bow your head. Rolling your head back up. Center yourself on your space and lower yourself down to the earth, allowing your feet to come a little wider than your hips, extending through the tailbone, tucking your shoulder blades down your back. Resting your palms on your belly. Breathing deeply into this center of knowing. Honoring your practice today by allowing yourself a few moments of conscious rest to allow the benefits of your practice to integrate. I will guide you out of Shavasana when it's time. Until then, allow yourself to rest in silence. Gently begin to deepen the breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Extend your fingers and toes towards the bottom of your space, stretching, pointing your toes, and then drawing your feet up and placing them on the earth, extending through your tailbone, walking your feet a little wider than your hips and allowing your knees to fall together, resting here. Placing your palms on your belly. Softly fluttering your eyes open. And allowing your awareness to return to the space in which you are practicing. Thank you for taking the time today to stretch and to listen to your gut. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.